All right, YouTube family and social media. This is Fitzgerald with Breland's Universe. We are starting off with, all right, YouTube family, and we are starting off with, wait a minute, let's get this right. Are we still sharing? Okay. We're still sharing on YouTube, but this is your opportunity to own real estate. My main role is your real estate agent in Georgia, Florida, California, and globally. My job is to train you, educate you, and give you the confidence you need to buy your first or your multi-level, multi-unit piece of real estate. Damn, I want to eat this now. Let me take a bite. I'm sorry, I got to eat something before I get sick. Okay. Hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second, YouTube. Mm. 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 Okay. Mm. 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 So I started Breland's Universe. Actually, it was Breland Industries back in 1997. But secondly, Facebook, forgive the background. I'm out of state on business and pleasure, but I couldn't wait no longer. I had to get the videos out to the people to give you guys what you want. And if you want to own a piece of real estate, you need to become a citizen of Breland's Universe. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So today, moving forward, I'm going to be your piece of resource whenever you have a need to buy real estate. I can help you get financing. I can help you understand the process. I can help you close. But the biggest thing is making sure that you have the confidence to know that you can get these things done. I was going to give you a real estate one-on-one just to give you some tips on what I recommend my clients do when they first get started. But I think the biggest thing I need to do is just emphasize the importance of having confidence in yourself. You know, life can throw you a whole bunch of curveballs. Life can beat you the fuck up. But if you have the confidence to withstand all that, you're going to find success. In real estate, life beat me up. I mean, I had some challenges I had to overcome: financial, confidence, pursuit, career goals, all those things I had challenges with. But what I realized is that there comes a point in time where you just got to say, F it, and go for it. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was a little kid, we had a public park in Virginia. I grew up in Virginia Beach, Tidewater, Virginia, for a little while anyway. And, I was a big kid. I was an athlete, but I was clumsy, But anyway, so we had a public park. We had a pool in the summertime. And I went to the pool to kind of hang out and have a good time, hanging out, looking at girls and things like that. And I didn't really know how to swim. But I saw the kids in the deep end having so much fun playing Marco Polo. I wanted to play Marco Polo, but I couldn't swim. So, I would go to the pool at least a couple times a week. And then finally, I said to myself, if I'm going to learn how to swim, I'm going to learn how to swim. I dove in the deep end, not knowing how to swim. But guess what? I figured that shit out. And I figured out that I wasn't one of those, what you call buoyant people where, like, if you put yourself in a ball and you're in the deep end, how you like float up to the top. That wasn't me. I put myself in a ball, I started sinking. So I realized I had to kick my feet out, like that. Started doing that. At first, my legs got tired because the shit was hard. But then I figured it's just your feet. You have to be your entire leg. So I started doing that. And the shit worked. The moral to the story for me was, if I'm going to learn something and be good at it, I got to try it and figure it out. And like some of my mentors would tell me, stay the course. Stay the course. If you see family, friends owning real estate, you're still renting, you have your first piece of property, you're happy about that, it's your family residence, you want to get your second piece of property, you thinking about upgrading to a multifamily, you want a triplex or a fourplex, you want a multi-unit where you got 10, 15, 20 units. Now is the time to get out there and start buying these pieces of property, because recently I posted on Facebook what 2022 looks like. And if you're on my YouTube channel, you'll see what I'm talking about. Let me go to that channel. But if you're not, become a citizen of Breland's universe and see the benefits to come with it. As I go into the next phase of my business career, my main focus is helping people who don't think they could buy real estate. I'm sorry, I had to get something to eat, and I got food in my teeth and all that other craziness. But anyway, what I implore you to do is look yourself in the mirror, decide that you're going to own real estate, become a citizen of Breland's universe, and let's get you there. I have a team sitting and waiting to help my clients get to the next level of their real estate lives. Owning real estate gives you freedom. Owning real estate allows you the opportunity to see that you can be not only a homeowner, but an owner of real estate and have passive income or residual income or income when you have tenants. So I wanted to open up today and just let you know, moving forward, become a citizen of Breland's universe and let's start buying some real estate. If you're into commercial and you're more advanced, let's get some commercial pieces of real estate. If you're still renting, you've been renting forever, and you want to figure out how to buy real estate, get with me. I got you. We have you. Breland's Universe, our team is ready, willing, and able to get you to the next level when it's time to buy. If you're on IG, forgive the background. I'm visiting family up in the DMV. and in addition to doing some business out here. So, but I couldn't wait no longer. I mean, the bug is in me. My calling is listing real estate, but also helping my clients buy real estate. So what I want to do is talk to you a little bit about tips. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself so that you have an idea of who I am, who my team is, how we can help you, and how we have been helping our clients. So I started this company back in 1997 on a whim and a prayer. I had just graduated college. I give you my age. But anyway, I just graduated college and I was going into corporate America. Initially I was gonna be an educator, but went to this program at Arizona State University where I got my master's degree. I think it was called the STARS program. What the STARS program did was it gave you access to other careers. I got access to a mentor who was in sales. All I knew was education. Grandmother was an educator in Mississippi. Parents were educators. So I decided that the STARS program might open my eyes a little bit to see what else is out there, right? Connected with a gentleman who was in medical device sales. And man, was that a life changer for me. And I say that because, hey, Michelle, because what I found was that sales was my calling, man. I like being outside talking to people, not being in the office all day, dealing with the office politics. I was out there navigating, moving and shaking, baby. I was making shit happen, right? So I love that. That's what got me into sales. So I decided to start working in pharmaceutical sales where I started with Johnson and Johnson. No, I think it was Philip Morris. Yeah, Philip Morris, where I was selling cigarettes. Back then, I was I guess you call it a merchandiser, right? I merchandised products in convenience stores, like gas stations, like Costco's and things like that. So back then, if you were a cigarette smoker, you could actually pick up a cigarette off of the rack like you would gum or Snickers or candy and stuff, right? So that was my job. I enjoyed that. But what I felt there, and I worked in Southern California, but what I also realized was that it has to be more than this sales stuff than just merchandising. Hence, having an opportunity to work with Johnson & Johnson. So I had an opportunity to interview, and man, was that a crazy interview with J&J, Johnson & Johnson, where I was a pharmaceutical sales rep in Southern California. I think I covered the hood, right? The black doctors, because they won't put me up. They were not going to put a 6'3", 235-pound, bald-headed, dark-skinned, sexy chocolate brother in Beverly Hills, right? So I was a pharmaceutical sales rep in Southern California. I did well. Transitioned over to SmithKline Beecham in the Philadelphia area. Did well there. But let me take a step back. While I was in LA, my uncle-in-law talked to me about real estate. That's like 1997, 98. That's what got me into real estate. He planted that seed, right? So stayed in pharmaceutical sales, worked for SmithKline Beecham for a while, and then transitioned over into the IT space where I worked for a small boutique IT firm selling people. So I was a human capital salesperson. So I sold contractors and the companies that were looking to upgrade their software. They test stuff on cell phones. I would find contractors to test stuff on their cell phone. They would have like internal software that they would send out to their employees. I helped contractors get to those jobs where they tested that software at those companies. Did good there. And then worked my way up the IT ladder. But all that time, real estate was in the back of my mind. Negro, buy some property. Negro, sell houses. I said, fuck it, let's get into it. So decided to get into real estate and got my license. Can't remember what year it was. Maybe in the mid 2000 or like 15, 16 or whatever. So I had my real estate license, but was still like, I was like double dutching, right? One foot was in real estate, the other foot was in like IT. And then I got a job in Silicon Valley, which I was the only brother in Silicon Valley, selling people to companies that develop software within those organizations. Remember, I was only brother. So we would go up to Silicon Valley every quarter. Nice hotel. I mean, Silicon Valley was nice. And I was like in the mid 2000, like 12, 13, 15 or whatever. But still had that real estate. Nigga, you need to get into real estate. Negro, get into real estate. Bought my first piece of property around 2014, 2015. No. I bought my first piece of property when I was in Las Vegas. Yeah. But didn't really think about it like that. It was just a house, right? It was actually a townhouse on Topaz Street in Las Vegas that I rented out to people. This guy who was a professional gambler. He would pay me rent 7-8 months up front. He was from England somewhere. Cool dude. Love that guy. To this day, he's a good guy. I think him as a good guy. He would pay me 6 months, 8 months, a year in advance, man. And I didn't realize the importance of real estate. Even then, I was just like, oh, let me get this money and spend it on bullshit. Not buying any more property, but thinking about spending it, going on vacations and, taking women out in Vegas, going on trips to LA and the Bay Area. But that was cool. So back to my story with the IT company in the Bay Area. And so did well for them, but then transitioned to the Atlanta market, which is where I call home now, one of my homes, right? It's Atlanta, Florida, Miami, California are my markets. But I'm also branching out into the Dominican Republic and the Caribbean. So I want to have Airbnbs, rental properties there. One, because I like going out there, but two, because there's money there. People are going there year round, right? So that's the mindset. So owning property in Atlanta, family owns property in Mississippi and Virginia, Las Vegas owning real estate, California developing a real estate business there. What I realize is I have talent and I have something to offer people interested in working with a Black man to buy real estate. Hence, this is where I'm at. So, in a nutshell, Breland's Universe is looking for new citizens to become a resident within their company. So, moving forward, what I would need you to do is go to brelandsuniverse.com. Click on the book a session. Let's talk about what you guys are looking for in real estate. And I have a team. I have loan officers on my team. I have credit specialists on my team. I have, if you want to invest in multi-units, I have multi-unit commercial resources that we can get access to, right? But the biggest thing, I have educational information on what I'm providing you. Forgive how I look. I just wasn't going to wait any longer to give you guys this information, because the older that I get, the more information that I consume, the more I want to give it to the masses, right? So think about this. It's a holiday season, right? You may be renting property, may even own some real estate, right? But as we go into 2022, what are you going to do different? Are you going to allow the world to dictate to you how to live your life? Or are you going to dictate to the world how you want your life to be lived? If you own real estate now, that's great. Let me help you find more, right? I'm looking for my team. We're looking for new clients, right? We can help you, but you have to do the first step. Breland's Universe is all over social media. You're going to see more and more of us as we go into 2022. But at the end of the day, what I want to embark on you is having self-confidence in yourself and loving yourself enough to know you can do whatever you put your mind to, right? The longer that you sit on the sidelines and watch others enjoy their life, you're not going to reap the benefits of the gifts that's in you. I'm a firm believer in God being in you. There is no God up in heaven who's looking down on the clouds below, watching you and making sure that you're like Santa Claus. Have you been naughty or nice? And, if you've been nice, I'm going to bless you. God is in with you. You have the ability to own, operate, acquire, expand, develop, right? Partner real estate acquisitions. But think about this, and my time is about up, but I want you to think about this. The next time you're at Starbucks, a fast food restaurant, the mall, Macy's or Neiman Marcus, I don't do Macy's, Neiman Marcus or Bloomingdale's, or you're at Tom Ford spending $1,000 on a pair of shoes or a purse or a wallet, or $5,000 on a suit. I like nice suits, I ain't gonna lie. Think about what would happen if you held off for 6 months, used that money, bought you a piece of real estate, right? Rented that real estate out, either commercial or residential, and allowed that monthly residual income to take you back to Bloomingdale's, Neiman Marcus, Tom Ford, even Starbucks, right? And buy that coffee. At the end of the day, your life is what you make it. Make it something special. Let's get it and become a citizen. Before I go, I need you to follow, subscribe, like, and send this to 25, no, 50, no, 100 of your friends, because it's time to start making a change in our lives, because the older that we get, the more we miss out on if you don't put your best foot forward. So with that, I say, are you a citizen?